Hey everyone, howdy, Tim Knight here, of course, and I'm recording this about 23 minutes before the regular cash close on Tuesday. I've got a pretty busy afternoon, so I wanted to get a video done before I do other things. So this won't reflect, whatever changes in the next 22 minutes or so. But as of this recording, it's a very green day. The ES is up about 50 points, the NQ is up 177, and so forth. Crude oil is up quite a lot. Very, very green day out there. In fact, as we dial this back, you can see that, interestingly enough, even though the bailout was announced here, the initial bailout, we've got to number them now because there's so many of these things. The initial bailout was announced here, where they broke the law and changed the rules and decided to insure everybody infinitely, $18 trillion of nationwide deposits. So that was a big rally that Sunday. And that Monday was actually the bottom. That's when kind of the floor fell out right there. There was the bottom right there. What time was that? 5:30 in the morning. So yeah, it bottomed right quick. Ever since then, there was the low. Higher low, higher low, higher low, higher high, higher high, higher high, uptrend. And even at this very moment, we've just been roaring today, like so. I actually bought some SPY puts earlier. I got out of them for the tiniest profit you can imagine. Okay, no, not a penny, but it was small. And I'm glad I did that because it's they expire Thursday. It's just not my style. I gotta stop this. You guys are tempting me too much with all your tales about your short-dated options. But I'm back to the same old. By and large, months and months left on these. Look at that, just leaping like crazy. I bet Arneo is telling you guys in real time about these leaps. But as you can hear from my voice, I'm not exactly despondent about this incredibly green day we've got. Because I've got a feeling, and I know everyone bases their trades on my feelings, but I've got a feeling the bears are being presented a golden opportunity. Now, I'm not going crazy with that notion because I have 25% cash. That is not exactly aggressive for me. Normally, I have anywhere from 0 to maybe 10% cash, not 25. 25 is very, very conservative. But my view is that kind of the good news is out there. They've clearly completely grabbed their ankles and bent over, and the banks can have their way with them. They've given up the inflation fight. They're just appeasing their banking buddies. And so literally trillions of dollars pledged, tons of press releases and cash transfers and the whole schmear. So the good news is definitely out there for the bulls. And from a charting perspective, we have quickly, and this is the trend line I'm kind of focused on right here, we have quickly ascended to just beneath that broken trend line. Because this was the famous, only famous because I keep yakking about it, Groundhog Day top. And then we've been doing this series of lower highs since then. And this trend line held beautifully here and went boing like that and finally broke. It finally broke here when the bank stuff was just starting to rear its head. And we bottomed here, of course. So this is where I'm mushed up against right now. And there is a tremendous amount of overhead supply in these zones. So, we make, as I'm talking here, we've climbed almost another 10 points in this little bit of time I've been yakking. In any case, that's kind of the ES world right there. Over in crude oil land, which is important to me because I'm such an energy bear, this horizontal, you got to back way up to see it, this horizontal, and obviously I'm not using my own beautiful charts. I'm using these, not nearly as good charts, but it's got real-time futures data, which I need for this. And while I'm chatting with you here, let's just add an important trend line like so. See how clumsy this is? Extend to the right. Okay, not quite work, like so. Ah, okay, so this is kind of the right triangle that I'm focused on. Good heavens. I missed slope charts already. Okay. Anyway, so yes, we've bounced in quite a strong day, but BFD, all it's doing is undoing this drop right here. This is perfect. This is exactly what I want to see, because I backed off of my aggressive energy positions early on Monday, and I have every intent of getting nasty about those again and very, very heavy with those suckers. Just to kind of wrap up here, one thing I find just remarkable is how swiftly we have drained fear. The government has drained fear from everybody. Look at this. Is this a site? This is so short term too. Just check this out. We have gone, this is yesterday morning. This is not like 18 years ago. This is yesterday morning. We were just about at 30. And we've gone from just about 30 to just about 20 in a span of time measured in hours. So they are just draining the swamp, are they? No, they're not draining the swamp. But you can see here, just in the past couple of weeks, we've had this amazing cycle here. So we zip up, down, up, and then way down here. We're getting beneath the levels we saw even during this initial ascent. So yeah, it's no surprise that people are feeling fat and happy, and like happy days are here again, and the bulls and da-da-da-da-da, and all that good stuff. So anyway, where I'm at right now, we'll just close with one more chart. I've, as I say, lightly positioned. I've got 20 bearish equity positions and 3 bearish ETF positions, plenty of cash, and just closing with the small caps here, the RTY. This line right here has served as fairly reliable resistance for some weeks now. You can see sometimes it doesn't even have enough energy to get there, but here and here, way down here, way down here, here, and it's trying yet again to get up toward there. But I'm not saying that we won't necessarily go flying higher tomorrow and after Powell does the announcement and God knows what else, but I think in the end, and by that I mean either end of day tomorrow or at least on Thursday, the bears are going to get a big old drink of water in this desert of ours. So I'll end with that, and I'm going to close by saying this. There's hardly anything left to say, because just speculating on what might be is kind of pointless between now and the FOMC. I know that Zero Hedge does a lot of that. You know, here are the 18 different things that might happen and what might happen. It's just too much. You know, there's just no point. I've said it before and I'll say it again. You could hand me now from your time machine exactly what the announcement is tomorrow and exactly the questions and answers of the press conference, and I probably could not use that information. It would not really tell me how the market's going to react. So all the, you know, here are the 18 different possibilities, total waste of time. We just have to wait to see where the chips fall. With that, I will bid you adieu.